All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are putting 3 AI-powered browser assistants to the test in a head-to-head showdown. We're going to see how Comet, Gemini, and Atlas can help us with our genealogy work. Can they really help us finally get a handle on all that research chaos? Let's find out.
You know the feeling, right? If you're a serious genealogist, your screen probably looks like this all the time. You've got a dozen tabs open, notes scattered across different apps, and you just know you saw that one critical census record, but where did it go? It's just so much information. But what if you had an AI co-pilot, a sidekick, to help you manage all that and maybe even find some new clues? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore.
So here's our game plan. We're going to follow the path of a typical genealogy project. First, we'll get to know our new AI co-pilots. Then, we'll see how they actually perform when it comes to research, keeping things organized, and even telling the story. And by the end, we'll figure out which one might be the perfect fit for you.
Okay, let's properly meet the players. We've got 3 contenders, and each one brings a powerful AI assistant right into your web browser. But, and this is the important part, they all have a slightly different idea about how you should tackle your research.
So here's the breakdown in a nutshell. Think of Comet as your specialist, the precision tool. Then you've got Chrome with Gemini, which is your all-around powerhouse, especially if you're already living in the Google world. And finally, there's Atlas, which is more like a visual project manager. It's already thinking about what your final family history book is going to look like. 3 very different approaches.
All right, let's get to the most important part, the hunt for information. This is where we spend, let's be honest, most of our time, digging through archives, chasing down leads. So, let's see how these AI co-pilots can make this whole process a little bit smarter and a whole lot faster.
And right away, we can see their different personalities. Comet is amazing when you know exactly what you're looking for. You can tell it, hey, focus on databases like Trove and Ancestry. Gemini, being part of Google, is better at casting a wide net, giving you that broad historical context. And Atlas, it acts like your research command center, helping you make sense of the sites you already have open.
Now check this out. This is a perfect example of what makes Comet so powerful. This isn't just some vague search you type into Google. No, this is a targeted, precise command aimed right at historical archives. Comet can take a prompt like this, search your preferred sources, and then summarize the findings for you. That could save you hours.
Gemini's superpower, on the other hand, is making sense of the documents you've already found. So you've got this messy, hard-to-read census record, or maybe an old family letter in a different language. You just copy and paste the text into Gemini and say, pull out all the names and dates, and boom, you get a nice, clean summary ready for your research log. It's fantastic.
Okay, so you found a mountain of information. Success. But now what do you do with it? The next big hurdle is keeping it all organized. A messy digital workspace can just stop a project dead in its tracks. So let's see how these tools propose to tame that chaos.
Right here, we see 2 totally different ways of thinking. Comet gives you this all-in-one solution with what it calls spaces. Just think of a space as a neat little digital box for each family branch. All your notes, links, and summaries for that family line go right in there. Chrome and Gemini, well, they lean on what you already know. You group your tabs by family name, and you use Google Drive to organize all your files and scans.
And then you have Atlas, which is just incredibly proactive. It doesn't just let you group tabs, it actually summarizes them for you and suggests which ones you can close to clean things up. The memory feature is a real game changer. It learns the key surnames and places you're researching, and it pulls data out of your documents and puts it into structured notes for you. It's a huge time saver.
Whoa, okay. We have to talk about this one killer feature from Comet. You can upload an image, like a scanned birth certificate or an old letter, and ask it questions directly. Asking, list all the names in this document before you've even had time to transcribe it. That is seriously powerful stuff. Think about the time that saves.
Look, research and organization are the foundation. But let's be real, for a lot of us, the end goal is to tell a story. This is where we take all those dates and names and try to breathe some life into them, to create a narrative. Let's see how our AI co-pilots can help us get creative.
And this is where the magic really happens. You can feed any of these 3 tools a prompt like this, based on the facts you've gathered, and they become your storytelling partner. They can help you draft a narrative, flesh out the details with historical context, and just get you past that scary blank page. It's like having a co-writer to help you get started.
What if you're making something visual, like a family history book or a website? Well, again, they each have their own strengths. Comet and Gemini are awesome for brainstorming ideas and managing the project. But Atlas really leans into its design-focused personality. It will actively go out and find Canva templates for you and even suggest color palettes from the right historical period. It's like having a little designer on your shoulder.
So, we've seen how each tool tackles research, gets you organized, and even helps you tell the story. Now for the million-dollar question, which one is right for you? Let's break it down in our final comparison to help you pick the perfect copilot for your next big project. Okay, let's bring it all home. Here's the final verdict. You should probably choose Comet if you're doing a really deep, complex study on one family line and you need total control over your sources. Its spaces and queryable uploads are just perfect for that. Now, if your entire life is already in Google Docs, Sheets, and Drive, then Chrome with Gemini is a no-brainer. It'll fit right in. But if your end goal is a beautiful, visually stunning family history book or a website, then Atlas is your copilot. Without a doubt, it's built for that from the ground up.
And hey, it's worth pointing out that no matter which one you pick, you're getting some really powerful automation tools. All three of them can help you draft those repetitive emails to libraries, fill out forms for archives automatically, and even help schedule your research time on your calendar. These are just huge quality-of-life improvements for any genealogist.
At the end of the day, the best tool is the one that just clicks with how you work and what you're trying to build. Whether you're a data-obsessed researcher, a Google Power user, or a visual storyteller, there's an AI copilot out there ready to help you. So the only question left is, which one are you going to choose to help you write the next chapter of your family story?